Hi everyone, welcome back to the CADfx channel. Have you ever needed real-world terrain data for your Civil 3D project, but didn't know how to get it quickly? The good news is that Google Earth has surface information we can bring directly into Civil 3D. Now, keep in mind, this Google Earth surface data is not 100% accurate. It should only be used for conceptual or preliminary design purposes. For final engineering work, you'll always need proper survey data. Let's get started. In this tutorial, I'll show you step by step how to import a surface from Google Earth into Civil 3D. We'll cover setting up the drawing, bringing in the terrain, and displaying it with contours, so you can start using it in your designs. For this tutorial, I've chosen an area that includes mountains and uneven terrain. This makes it easier to see the differences in the surface elevations once we import it into Civil 3D. As you can see, the terrain is not flat, so it's perfect for demonstrating how contours and 3D surfaces work. First, I'm going to create a folder to store all our Google Earth elements, and I'll name it 3D Surface. This keeps everything organized and easy to find later. Next, I'll create a path in Google Earth using Add Path tool. I named it as Points. This path will have multiple points along the terrain. The elevations of these points are what we're going to use in Civil 3D as points for our surface creation. By using these points, we can build a 3D surface in Civil 3D that represents the terrain of this area. To create this path in Google Earth, you can use your mouse. I just click to place a point and drag to draw the line, similar to drawing with a pencil. Each point along this path captures an elevation from the terrain. The more points you create along the path, the better the surface will represent the actual terrain when imported into Civil 3D. If the points are too far apart, your surface might look too flat or miss important features. It's also important that your path covers the entire area you want to turn into a surface. This ensures that all hills, valleys, and slopes are included, giving you a more complete and realistic surface. I'm going to create points along this terrain area using both ways. It might take a little more time, but the result will be worth it. When we import these points into Civil 3D, our surface will be much more accurate and detailed. By carefully placing points across the terrain, we ensure that all the slopes, hills, and valleys are captured, giving us a realistic 3D surface for our project. Once we've finished drawing all our points, you can see the path laid out across the terrain. It looks good, and it shows all the changes in elevation along the area we want to import. The next step is to save this file so we can use it in Civil 3D. I'm going to save it as a KMZ file, which is the format Google Earth uses for paths and points. I'll name the file C3D Surface to keep everything organized. Saving it this way ensures that all the points and their elevations are preserved, making it ready for the next step, creating a point file using this data. Now that we have our KMZ file from Google Earth, the next step is to convert it into a point file that we can use to create a surface in Civil 3D. To do this, I'm going to use a free website, different from the ones I've introduced in my previous videos, so you don't have to worry about any charges. This website will help us extract all the points and their elevations from the KMZ file and save them in a format that Civil 3D can read. The website I'm going to use is gpsvisualizer.com. It's a free tool, and it's not only useful for this task. You can also use it for many other mapping and data conversion tasks. When you go to the website, you'll see several tools available. For this task, we're going to use the Convert to Plain Text tool, so go ahead and click on it. This will open the next page, where we need to choose our KMZ file to convert. Select the KMZ file we saved earlier. In my case, it's named C3D Surface. Next, under Force Text Data to be this type, I'll choose Waypoint. For Plain Text Delimiter, I'll select comma, because I want the output data in CSV format, which works perfectly with Civil 3D. Then, under Add Dem Elevation Data, I'll select Best Available Source. This will automatically pull the best elevation data for our points. Of course, You can choose another option if it's more suitable for your project. Before we finish, scroll down and go to the Advanced Options section. Here, under Output UTM Coordinates, I'll select Yes. This is important because we need our coordinates in UTM format for use in Civil 3D. That's all we need to change here. Now click Convert, and after a few seconds you'll see a preview of the CSV file with all our points and elevations. Finally, click on Download to save the file. After downloading the file, I'll open it to check the data. Here, I'm going to remove any unwanted columns or extra information, and then save it again so it's ready to use in Civil 3D. And by the way, I'm planning to create another video series focused entirely on Civil 3D, so make sure to stay connected with the CADfx channel if you want to learn more. You can always customize the Excel data according to your requirement. In my case, I only need the coordinates and elevations, because that's all the information required to build a surface in Civil 3D, so I'll keep just those columns and remove the rest. Now we're ready to move into Civil 3D for the final part of this process. We already created our data in Google Earth, processed it through the website, and cleaned it up in Excel. The next step is to import this processed data into Civil 3D and use it to build our surface. I'll start by creating a new drawing in Civil 3D using the metric template. The first thing I'll do is check the drawing units in the drawing settings to make sure everything is set correctly. I'm not going to assign any coordinate system in this drawing, because in the Excel file we created earlier, we already used UTM coordinates. That means our data will come into Civil 3D in the correct location without needing an extra coordinate system setup. You can also use your country's or regional coordinate system if you've converted your data into that format. But in this video, I won't go into detail about coordinate systems. Next, we'll create points in Civil 3D using our CSV file. Go to the Prospector tab, then expand the points collection. Right-click on Points and select Create. This will open the Create Points dialog box. From here, I'm going to use the last tool on the left side of the dialog box, Import Points, to bring in the CSV file we prepared earlier. Next, click the green plus icon to add our CSV point file that we prepared earlier. I'll select my file, and for the point file format, I'll choose ENZ, because that's how I arranged the columns in my CSV. If you created your CSV in a different format, make sure to select the format that matches your data, so Civil 3D can read the points correctly. To keep everything organized, I'm going to create a point group and name it Google Points, and click OK to finish. Now all of our points are added to the drawing. I'll zoom to see all the data by pressing Z and then, for Zoom All. As you can see, all the points are perfectly loaded into the drawing, matching the terrain we captured from Google Earth. Now let's check our points against Google Earth. Perfect. You can see that all the data aligns exactly with the terrain in Google Earth. This confirms that our points were imported correctly and are ready to be used to create a surface in Civil 3D. If you created more points during the Google Earth point creation step, you'll get a much more detailed and accurate surface in Civil 3D. The more points you have, the better the surface will represent the actual terrain, including all the slopes, hills, and valleys. Now we'll move on to creating a surface in Civil 3D. In the Prospector tab, click on the surface icon, then right-click and select Create Surface. In the dialog box that appears, you can give your surface a name, and you also have the option to change the surface style if you want to override the default settings. This allows you to organize your surface clearly and display it the way you prefer in your drawing. I've created a surface and named it Google Surface. Next, we need to add our point data to this surface. To do this, click the plus icon next to the surface name to expand it. Scroll down to Point Groups, right-click, and click Add. You'll see the point group we created earlier. I'll select my point group Google Points, then click Add, and finally click OK. Now our points are included in the surface, and we can see the terrain taking shape in Civil 3D. Now let's take a look at a preview of our surface using the Object Viewer. As you can see, The surface closely resembles the terrain from Google Earth. As I mentioned earlier, if you captured more points during the Google Earth step, you'll get an even more detailed and accurate surface in Civil 3D. At this point, you can change the surface style to display your surface in different ways, depending on your preference. From here, you can also create profiles, sections, and other analyses using Civil 3D. The surface we've created is fully ready for further design work and exploration. So, this is one way we can use Google Earth together with Civil 3D to create surface data and build a surface. But remember, this method is only suitable for conceptual or preliminary designs and other 3D design purposes where approximate data is sufficient. If you need real-world, accurate data for construction or engineering purposes, you'll need to obtain proper survey data using standard survey methods. So guys, if you learned something from this video, don't forget to subscribe to the CADfx channel for more tutorials like this. Also, please share this video to spread this knowledge with others. And if you have any questions or need clarification about anything in this video, feel free to leave a comment in the comments section. I'll be happy to help.